Hey, Harry, how's it
Yeah.
going?
Hello. Hi. It's good. How are you?
Not too bad. Probably not as good as you after that smash of a game. Dear God.
Yeah.
How's it feel to come into the second round robin with a win that good?
Um, I think it was probably one of our most satisfactory ones, so it felt great.
You're now, what, 10 games in to your
Yeah.
LCS career officially. How's the transition been? Are you starting to get more settled in?
Um, yeah, I think the first few weeks, I think I was very shaky, but I feel like I'm adjusting very well now. Like I'm not really getting nervous anymore, like playing on stage. I feel like I'm playing like more of myself, uh, than like the previous games. So yeah, I think I'm adjusting well.
A lot of people have been downplaying TL's potential over the last few weeks given the mixed
Yeah.
bag of results.
Mhm.
Where do you currently see Team Liquid in the general standings of the LCS, and where do you think you'll be come end of the regular season?
I think obviously like our current standing, I don't think is representable for our skill level. I think right now our skill level would probably be around like I would say like around third to fifth, and then I think by end of playoffs, I expect us to be at least first or second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sven, when he was on the dive, I'm not sure if you watched the podcast at all or watch any of the content around it. Uh,
Yeah.
Mentioned that C9 is apparently like had their way with you guys in scrims.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to say back to him just to like set the record straight a little bit, or bring him
Yeah.
down a peg?
I think what he said first of all wasn't accurate. Like the numbers he was saying. I did see the segment. I think he said they're like 9-1 vessels or something. Like they're winning like 90% of the games. And first of all, that's not true. I mean, I think we were slightly losing more than we were winning, but it wasn't that bad, obviously, like what he said. So I thought it was a little weird, but I mean, I kind of understand his viewpoint as well. He just wants to sound confident, and yeah, I think it's fine.
What's the biggest difference, in your opinion, between the process of playing an academy versus playing in
Yeah.
LCS? What's something that you've learned over the last few weeks that you think others that eventually take the same path as you might need to learn as well?
Um, I think first of all, there's way more pressure because obviously, like the stakes are higher. You're not just playing to win the league; you're playing for MSI slot. You're playing for the world slot, and I think for players like me, that's coming up from academy. You're playing with LCS veterans. Like for me, I guess, and there's going to be a lot of learning, like at the start, and I was trying to absorb like the most I can from like players like Code J, Pureshik. We have like two world champions, and I was just doing my best trying to like catch up like to the experience and kind of like see the same viewpoint as how they play the game. And I think that was my biggest struggle, because obviously like the macro in academy and LCS will be a big difference, and there's just better players overall. So I'm trying to hold my own versus like the other LCS mid laners, and I think it's just like you have to like step it up, from academy, and like it's not as easy going, and it's definitely a challenge for us and for me especially. But I think I'm doing a lot better now.
Team Liquid in the preseason made a big deal about how you guys are going to be working harder than any other team out there. Can you walk me through like your day-to-day schedule, like from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed? Like what's the routine like?
Okay, so basically, for scrims, so we will come in the office at 11 a.m. on the dot, and then we'll have breakfast, and then we'll have a warm-up scrim with our academy team. And then at 12 o'clock, that's when our actual scrims start, and then it'll be 2 blocks. So first set will usually go around like 12 to 3, and then if some games are like there's remakes and stuff, it can be longer, and it can end at like 4-ish as well. And then we will have a break until 5, and then we'll have the second set, and then that'll be another 3 games. And usually we'll finish around 8 or 9, and then sometimes, not always, but sometimes we'll have another night block versus our academy team, and that will only be like usually 2 games. And then After that is around 10 or 11, and then I think we'll just all have our individual practice until I, I I think like around 1 a.m. And then there's some players that play longer, and then they will finish the day at like 2 a.m. or even 3. So yeah, I guess it's a pretty long day for everyone, but um, yeah, I think some players just stay up longer than the others. So yeah,
That's one hell of a grind, my friend. I
yeah.
respect the commitment to it. Final question for you, because I know you got another game to get to tomorrow.
Yeah.
The LEC wraps up their winter split this weekend.
Mhm.
Do you have a favorite of who you think's gonna take it all and go to MSI?
Um, Not going to lie, I don't watch OC too much, but I do really like G2. I think Caps is really good, and I have a lot of respect for him. And Han Sama, he was on Team Liquid as well, and then now he's on G2. So I think they look really strong, and I hope they make it to MSI. Because if we make it to MSI, then it'll be a very fun match.
Hopefully get a match or a revenge match against Hansama. Show him who's boss.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for your time, man. Best of luck tomorrow. I know you play up against 100 Thieves, so that's. I don't. Sorry, the final question. Are you aware of the rivalry that exists between 100 Thieves fans and Team Liquid fans?
Yeah, because last year there was a lot of clash between 100T and Team Liquid, and I think even the previous year, but I'm not too sure. But I know there is a big rivalry, so it'll be fun to get our revenge match because we did lose to them in the first round robin. So yeah, look forward to tomorrow.
Best of luck, my friend.
Thank you. Thank
Have
you
a
for
good
the
one.
interview. You too.